This is Operations Officer Windfall, Seattle, Washington. September 14th, 2012. Time approximately 7:45 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'm at 64th Street North and Woodland Place North. Anyway. So one of the things about, well, my activities is that I have access to something that no one else has access to, basically. Mostly because, well, it was designed that way. And so these things I have access to, there's actually a name for it. It begins with an A. Be an F, something like that. But anyway, so which allows me to kind of like peek behind the the curtain. Like think of the film Wizard of Oz, and anyway, just things like that. Well, I can see behind the curtain. I can see what the wizard's up to, what the wizard's doing. I can penetrate the fog. And as a consequence, it allows me to help the lawful government of the United States. There is the unlawful government of the United States, the secret government, and which is composed of what I call crypto creeps or slugs. And anyway, and there's a whole shitload of them around here. This is like a fucking nest. So anyway, so I've been working for the CIA since October 5th, 2009. That was when I was hired. I was promoted in July of 2010. And anyway, and I also do other things. Well, I speak to things, and things speak to me. Anyway, I know I can tell you more, but you probably know all this stuff. If you're one of the motherfuckers who are fucking evil goddamn demon monkeys, then you know already, because you're fucking in the loop, right? Because you're fucking filth. You're fucking goddamn filth. And if you're affiliated with me, that is the good people, not the bad people, but the good people that are affiliated with me, that is, my colleagues at the CIA and other intelligence agencies and other lawful governments, and trying to maintain the semblance of goodness in a fucking filthy goddamn world, then you know too. No, anyone that doesn't know, it obviously has been living in a cave for a really, really long time. So anyway, I don't know. I contacted the DCI and I mentioned that I'm overdue for like an extended vacation or some kind of like a, I don't know, R&R or something. But I'm not sure if they'll let me because I know I'm busy doing shit. Every fucking goddamn day I have to participate in an ops, which is alright. Except ops after ops after ops. It's wearing. I have friends, some of them aren't human. Some of my best and most admired friends are witches. I mean, witches are, to me, like, well, they're unspeakable. I mean, in the sense that they're to be cherished and loved. But I can't speak to them because if I speak to them, they'll burst into flame. I mean, for an extended period. If I had a conversation with them, they'd burst into flame. The reason that is because I'm Satan, And they know that if they talk to Satan long enough, they'll burst into flame. And then obviously you don't want to burst into flame. I mean, it would kind of ruin your day. So anyway, I'm looking west, and the east is to my back. You can see the sun. Anyway, and I don't know. I kind of made a suggestion to some people. I says, why can't we just end all this shit? I mean, just, put an end to it, I mean, there's this movie, Jane Fonda was in it. They shoot horses, don't they? I mean, it was about people desperate in the Depression to get some money, so they danced all night and danced all day and so they could get some money. But they were desperate. These are desperate times. So I think, why don't we just end it all? Just put a fucking bullet through the whole fucking shithole place. I mean, I'm talking about, a bullet. One of those things that ignite, and they're hotter than the goddamn sun. Speaking of the sun, look how pretty the sun is. Isn't that glorious? I always stick my tongue out, I don't know why. It's just one of those things. Don't I have a big nose? I think I have a big nose. Anyway, I'm scratching and itching, I'm dirty, I'm filthy, I'm tired, I'm hungry. Pretty much every fucking thing that you want in a fucking operations officer. And my dear, I am one of the best of the best. Mess with the best, die like the rest. So anyway, I don't know. I gotta pee. Can't pee. No place to pee, really. Anyway, so on September 11, 2001, there occurred a great and terrible infection that spread throughout the planet, this world. And it threatens to spread throughout the fucking universe. Because it is utterly and totally and absolutely evil. Think of the movie The Fifth Element. When something comes to the earth to destroy the earth, and the priest says, I think his name is Cornelius, he says, it is utterly evil, it wants to destroy all life. Well, that's what happened. So, the infection spread, and what we have today is approximately 7 billion infected things on the planet. It's not exactly 7 billion, but it's pretty close. 7 billion infected goddamn entities. I would say humans, but that would be overstating it. They're things. But there are some humans still around. They haven't been exterminated yet. But anyway. And we were hoping that at some point we can find some way to resurrect the dead, so to speak. We can do that, It happened in, it happened. It happened in the last 10 years. So, you can actually resurrect the dead. Yeah, it can be done. So if someone would find a solution to the problem, hopefully it could be me, it might be somebody else, then we could maybe bring back the dead and remove the infection or allow life to continue, but it's hard to say. Oh, another thing. In effect, I'm Doctor Who. That is, I'm a time traveler. I may be the only time traveler left. Yeah, I'm a time lord. That is, I save time. I try to correct things. Anyway, some of my people are trying to tell me to shut my goddamn mouth up. So I'm going to shut my goddamn mouth up. But sometimes the most important thing is that I, seeing how I can travel through time, inform myself what I must do. I leave little messages. Anyway, I help myself. Now, one of these days, when I'm somewhere else, I'm going to talk to myself. I'm going to say, sort of like I'm doing now, I'm going to say, now, couldn't you be a little more forthcoming about, like what you were trying to tell me? And then I would probably tell myself, well, If we did that, we would interfere with time. So they don't want to do that. Because if you disturb time too much, it collapses and things go awry. So anyway, now, what is my real name? My real name, my friend, is Hannah Truly. And my nickname is Lucky. And also I'm known as Lucifer, the Devil, Old Scratch, the Serpent, the Red Dragon, pretty much all those things, and then more. Anyway, I gotta go somewhere and shit. Anyway. Oh, another thing, the deities, they sometimes give me some good info, and one of those things is dogma. The Catholic Church has specific dogma, and that allows like somebody to literally take over the church that, well, they wouldn't actually want to take over the church, but because of dogma, they can. So, who's taking over the church? Well, think about the 3 secrets. What does the 3rd secret reveal? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Portugal, early 20th century. And a partridge in a pear tree. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I want to leave this planet. I want to leave this solar system. I want to leave this galaxy. I want to leave this universe. There's got to be a better universe. It's been foretold by people who know that the year 2012, Common Era, will be the last year there is. There will be no more time after this. But, you know, the question is, why? I think I know why. It's all in here, my friend.